wonder what's out on that island. Some kind of fortification or a monastery. Looks more military though, doesn't it? I'll tell you what else it could be. Could be a prison. French like prisons on islands, aren't they? Think about the Chateau d'If in the Count of Monte Cristo. Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. We're in Rochefort now. We're just leaving Rochefort. That has been sapping my will to live for the past 2 days. We've been rain bound. Yesterday lost the entire day. It just started raining first thing in the morning and continued all through the day, really heavily too. Even today, got up, sun was shining, there was a rainbow and everything. I thought, right, this is it, let's go. Oh no, it then rained for the next 2.5 hours. But the sun is out, still clouds in the sky, looks like it's going to be a mixed bag. It has been raining heavily. This appears to be a marshy kind of area we're going into, so I'm just going to take it easy. But after having, not done anything for 2 days, I'm really going to get out. I'm going to ride as much as I can this afternoon. Hopefully get an episode in the bag. Look at that sky, full of drama, full of rain too, unfortunately, but I'm just going to tough it out. Keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best. I rather hope we're not going over that bridge actually, because it's quite windy today. spitting. Yeah, I think it might be just spitting. Oh, I think we're in the clear though. Yeah, I think we missed that batch. It's going to be like day before yesterday, isn't it? Just dodging the rain. I made a post on the TET group on Facebook about the rain, and a mate of mine said, well, you didn't expect it was going to be dry for 6 weeks, did you? And I was like, well, no, but you know, it would have been nice. What's out on that island? Some kind of fortification or a monastery. Looks more military though, doesn't it? I'll tell you what else it could be. Could be a prison. French like prisons on islands, aren't they? About the Chateau d'If in the Count of Monte Cristo. And what's the betting that this, just round the back from where I stopped, is some kind of monument to the Catholic priests. Yeah, there you go then. Pilgrimage area in the memory of the imprisoned priests. Yeah, nothing to see here. A big concrete altar. Okay, let's move on. I think it's fantastic that the irony of that huge concrete altar wasn't lost on the Catholic Church, as it was probably precisely this sort of nonsense that made all the peasants kick off and imprison all the priests over there on the island. But I suppose you have to remember, really, with France, there's this tension between the church and the state that's, you know, existed since the revolution. The ideals of the First Republic, you know, they're at odds with the philosophy of the Catholic Church. I mean, remember, on one hand you've got the Catholic Church, the other hand you've got the Enlightenment and Voltaire. So yeah, I mean, it just makes for a more interesting mix. But there's always that tension between the two, that revolutionary spirit on one hand, and, you know, the pious Catholic Church on the other hand. sitting. Okay, well, that's the end of today's video, only a short one, mainly because we wasted about 2 hours driving around Rochefort this morning trying to find a Wi-Fi adapter for my laptop, which turned out to be a fool's errand. Tried about 5 or 6 different suppliers, couldn't find one anywhere. We then hit the trails, continuing around the coast, still heading south on section 21. It was a decent day's ride. The weather held off; it didn't rain. But the problem I'm having at the moment is, I really think my timing chain is on the way out. Even though tipping that little bit of oil out on day one seemed to solve the problem for a while, there's still a pretty continuous rattle coming from that area. So the problem I'm going to have is, number one, sourcing, finding a timing chain, and number two, fitting it. I think I'll do it. It doesn't look too difficult. Might have to take the exhaust off and some of the plastics in order to reach it, but yeah, it doesn't look. It's going to be a pain in the arse to have to solve. But hey, it's just one of those dramas. I'm going to have to deal with it. The only other drama is the rain, and I've looked at the long-term weather forecast, and for the next week, it's just not looking good at all. It's looking like rain pretty much every day, and it just makes things miserable. It's just another factor to deal with. So, yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe the long range forecast will change. I don't know, but it just makes things a bit of a slog. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Tomorrow's another day, and with any luck, should see you back out on the trails. So hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to like the video as well if you're enjoying the content. Anyway, see you on the trails.